Good afternoon, friends and family of our graduates. We are here to honor the graduating class of 2008. This class has earned a total of $15.5 million in scholarship monies this year. At this time, our opening remarks will be given by Ms. Bethany Duke, a member of the top 25 honor graduates.
Welcome, family, friends, and guests to the graduation of the Flower Mound High School class of 2008. We are so excited that you could be here with us as we end one chapter in our lives and begin another. We will be following different paths now, but today we can celebrate together. By the end of this ceremony, we'll be high school graduates, so let's enjoy it. In hopefully just a few hours, we can look back on these last 4 years and laugh, cry, or smile at all of our memories. Then we'll have the rest of our lives to create even more. So sit back, relax, and get excited. We're almost done. Congratulations, class of '08.
Brittany, my apologies. I'm nervous as well. Will you please stand at this time for the invocation to be led by Stephanie Sawyer, Student Body President. And then if you would please remain standing for the presentation of colors by our award-winning junior ROTC program, followed by the national anthem and our Pledge of Allegiance.
Please join me and bow your heads. Over the past 4 years, each graduating student who we recognize here today has achieved a major goal that was set for them, a high school diploma. As we leave this building today, each graduate will take a slightly different path forward in life. Unlike high school, there is no map to help us navigate the world we are entering, no list of required accomplishments that can be checked off to ensure our success, and no definition of success that we all share or agree upon. The ongoing challenge that each of us faces in the years to come after graduation is to continue to make good choices. New, strong choices that will be unique and ultimately define each of us. What will our contribution to the world be? Where will our paths lead us? In the words of the famous playwright William Shakespeare, we know what we are, but know not what we may be. Today we dream of our futures, and tomorrow our futures begin. To this we pray. Amen. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, one indivisible, and liberty and justice for all. Now please join me in the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible.
Recover. Post. Left, face. Forward, march.
Please be seated. At this time, I would like to recognize our special guests and dignitaries who are here this afternoon. I ask that they stand as I introduce them. I also ask that you please hold your applause until the end of the introductions. We are honored today to have the following members of our nationally recognized school board. School Board President, Ms. Carol Kyer. School Board Vice President, Mr. Tommy Kim. Board President, Mr. Tom Ferguson. Board members, Ms. Kathy Duke, Ms. Amber Fulton, Ms. Vernell Gregg, and Mr. Fred Plackey. And distinguishing members of our administration who are here with us today as well. The LISD Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jerry Roy. Associate Superintendent, Mr. Dennis Winborn. Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Alan King. Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Dr. Linda Haynes. Assistant Superintendent of Student Services, Mr. Brant Buck. Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum Instruction and Assessment, Dr. Penny Riddell. Assistant Superintendent of Technology, Mr. Greg Ville. Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Curriculum, Dr. Harry Crenshaw, who's located on our floor, at the back of the floor. And Assistant Superintendent of Elementary Education, Mr. Jeff Wagner. Thank you for your outstanding leadership. At this time, I would like to introduce an outstanding young lady, our senior class president, Mega Polanda.
Friends, family members, teachers, and classmates, thank you all for coming to share this momentous occasion with us. We welcome you to the graduation of the Flower Mound High School senior class of 2008. As the elected representative of the senior class, I decided to start my speech with a quote or phrase or word to describe everyone's high school experience. I looked through books, I went online, I even asked around, but all I discovered was that finding one word to sum up everyone's experiences is impossible, because everyone has a different story to tell. Candace Brown told me that high school was boring and tedious. Andrea Figueroa told me that high school is a starting point. Carrie Fetzko made me laugh when she said that to her, high school is like waiting in line at the DMV. It takes forever, but you have to get through it. Jessica LaBerge told me that high school is about finding that group of people who will help you grow. And I know for me, high school has been a whirlwind of memories and friendships that I will cherish forever. While everyone has had very unique and personal experiences throughout high school, we can all agree that these past 4 years have been a time of change, growing up, self-discovery, and learning with the most amazing teachers and the best faculty we could ask for. We all know that this was Mr. Moon's first year as the principal of Flower Mound High School, and the senior class couldn't have asked for a more understanding or kinder principal. We have all been working hard to get to this point, and many of us will be going off to college. Some of us are leaving tomorrow. Anyone else doing the UT summer program? We are anxious, we are excited, and we are getting ready to step into the real world. However, I ask each and every one of you not to forget what we have been taught these past 12 years. Remember to work hard. Remember to treat your peers with respect. Remember to get right back on the horse if you fall off. And if you're ever in a situation where you feel frightened or afraid that maybe the task ahead of you is impossible, think about how scared you were on the first day of 9th grade. Think about how impossible the next 4 years seemed as you aimlessly wandered around the hallways trying to find your second period class, and how 4 years later you sat in a graduation gown beside your classmates, ready to receive your diploma for your hard work. Each and every one of you has something incredible to offer, so I hope you will nurture your unique talents and gifts and do something great to make your mark upon this world. Because FMHS is a world-class school, but the senior class of 2008 is a world-class class. Congratulations, everyone, and good luck.
Thank you, Mega. I would now like to recognize a very gifted young lady, Miss Ashley Locke, our salutatorian. Ashley is the daughter of Lisa Getty and James Locke. Ashley?
For the past 4 years, it has been my dream to stand up here on graduation day and offer some advice to my classmates as we leave high school. I now find it very ironic that I'm up here about to attempt to impart some kind of wisdom to you all about what awaits us when I know just as much about what is going to happen in the upcoming years as any of you. We are all in the same boat today. We are about to leave behind a school community some of us have been a part of since kindergarten and enter a world where education is no longer compulsory. It is now our choice to pursue our own future in whatever method we may choose, though I'm fairly certain Mom and Dad are still going to try to maintain some control over our lives. But essentially, we are finally joining a reality that is separated from the shelters of the LISD school system and the close fellowship of friends we have developed. For the first time in many of our lives, we will be presented with an opportunity to decide what kind of people we want to be. The people we encounter will not know our past, our upbringing, or our moral values. They will all present us with a clean slate upon which we can write any story of ourselves that we choose. But I would encourage you that while you are writing this story, you cast yourself in 3 roles: as an individual, as a student, and as a friend. We have been told since earliest childhood that we are all unique, perhaps enough times to diminish the real meaning of that statement, yet it remains a fact. No 2 people in this room have had exactly the same experiences. And though we may have gone to school together for the past 13 years, the events and people that have shaped our lives have been different, and therefore we are as well. Up until this point, we have been using these events and acquaintances to determine how we perceive the world around us. In elementary school, we were fed our parents' opinions, which we held to be the law. In middle school, our friends became the source of truth, and our parents, not so much. Finally, in high school, we gave merit to the thoughts of the educated men and women who brought insight to our classes each day. These 3 influences, added to the pools of observations we've made on our own, have formed the basis of our opinions and values. However, it should come as no surprise that some of the cues we have gathered are contradictory. Now that we are leaving high school, it is time for us to stop solely clinging to the thoughts of others, but rather rely on the stores of experiences, information, and observations we have to form our own views. Faced with a new, unfamiliar group of peers, we must be ready to stand strong in our beliefs rather than take the ideals of these new acquaintances to be truth. It is not enough to simply follow the majority and take on the opinion of the masses. As G.H. Hardy once said, it is not worth an intelligent man's time to be of the majority. By definition, there are already enough people to do that. There is nothing fulfilling in just accepting the opinions we have been given without question, nor to go against the grain just to prove that we are nonconformists. For to do just the opposite is also a form of imitation. These are probably the 2 biggest stumbling blocks we will encounter. We'll either bend to the pressure of the majority, or we will conform to the nonconformists. The best advice I can offer is this: forget majority and minority. Instead, weigh each idea or opinion you consider pursuing against your own values, experiences, and knowledge to see if it is appropriate for you. Most importantly, know why you choose to believe what you do, so that in the face of opposition, you will be able to defend yourself. As long as your ideals are founded in reason, you should not be hesitant to hear the thoughts of others for fear that they might change your mind. Just give their thoughts consideration and weigh them on the same scale as your existing beliefs. When you cast yourself as an individual, understand that that means thinking for yourself and realizing that what is true for one person does not have to be true for you as well. However, I'm fairly certain that one opinion holds true for all of us here. School is out, and we no longer want to even speculate being students again, though most of us will be in the fall. Not to be the bearer of bad news, but if we are wise, we will never stop being students. It is true that at a certain point, we stop getting homework and we no longer are required to annotate 400-page novels. Yet learning itself will never cease. Our education does not stop when we leave this building or when we graduate from college or graduate school in who knows how many years. Learning persists even beyond the classroom walls. No day will be the same as the one that comes before it, and thus we must continuously learn to adapt to the times and surroundings. Eric Hoffer believed that in times of change, the learners inherit the earth, and the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with the world that no longer exists. We do not need to become experts in everything. We do not need to learn every last date in our history book, or every calculus equation, or every economic theory in order to survive. Instead, we need to know only one skill: how to learn. If we can form questions, gather information, and seek answers, we can survive any obstacle the future may throw at us. From every situation and every person, take whatever knowledge possible. Never hesitate to learn from the world around you. Yet people of the world are not solely sources of information and knowledge. While casting yourself in the role of a friend, you must also be willing to give your time, your mind, and your heart to these individuals. The true test of a person's character comes in his or her ability to have and be a friend. To achieve this, people must be willing to put the concerns and feelings of another person above theirs and take on a friend's suffering as their own. Compassion is vital. In a world where success is the name of the game and it seems to be every man for himself, it is a rare quality to weigh someone's problems as heavily as one's own. We are so concerned with achieving goals we set back in freshman year that we do not seem to realize what is happening with the people around us. To many of us, it is more important to attain the right GPA than to help a friend in need. It is as if we believe that if we take our eyes off our goals for 1 minute and help someone else succeed, we run the risk of failure ourselves. Yet if we are so driven to succeed that we shut out our friends and eventually lose them all, we have ultimately failed ourselves by staining our integrity with selfishness. To be a true friend, we must be able to rejoice with our friends in their tribulations and grieve with them in their sorrows. In addition to this compassion, however, it is also imperative that we allow ourselves to trust our friends with our own thoughts and feelings. If the only way to have a friend is to be one, according to Ralph Waldo Emerson, then in order to be a trusted friend, you must allow yourself to trust others. Fully trusting someone is often associated with vulnerability and not with weakness. It is not in our nature to willingly appear weak, so we spend a lot of time and effort trying to appear as though we have everything figured out and that we do not need assistance or advice from anyone. However, when you humble yourself and allow a few close friends to really know your heart and your mind, you will find that you are stronger with their companionship than you are standing alone trying to take on the world unaided. Whatever direction your life takes after crossing this stage, you will always have the opportunity to be an individual, a student, and a friend. Take every opportunity you can to examine your opinions and open your mind to the views of others. Leave every situation wiser than you were before, and most importantly, be a person you would befriend and allow yourself to be strengthened through the company of others. We have all been given a great head start in life through our families, friends, and teachers here in Flower Mound. So I encourage you to be deliberate with your future and the story you write. Congratulations, seniors of 2008, and good luck.
Thank you, Ashley. And now I would like to introduce our internationally acclaimed choir and band as they honor our senior class with 2 pieces of music. Our choir is under the direction of Dr. Mark Rohr, and our band is under the direction of Mr. Rob Myers.
Beneath the glass.
Thank you, choir and band. It is truly my honor to introduce to you to an outstanding young lady who has distinguished herself in both academics and in the theater. In her 4 years at Flower Mound High School, she has amassed a final grade point average of 117.92 out of a possible scale of 120. She is the daughter of Andres and Annette Hernandez. This year's valedictorian of the 2008 senior class, Miss Erica Hernandez.
Hi, everyone. I'd like to thank you, Mason. I'd like to thank Mr. Moon for that really nice introduction, and I'll try to figure out who he was actually talking about later. So I'm finally here to make a speech that's progress so many people asked about, and he usually got the answer. I've almost started. Well, I finally did start it, obviously, but I wasn't really sure where to start. See, I wanted to start with a joke, but since my sense of humor is actually kind of a joke, I wasn't sure how that would go. So then I thought I'd psych everyone out and compare our class to a beautiful picture in a really wordy way and make you all wonder if you could count all the lights in this room in the next 5 minutes. Well, I beat you to it. There's about 75. Anyway, I think the reason we're all here is that we're ready to walk across this world-class stage in our world-class cap and gowns that half of us ordered really late and get our world-class diplomas that mean we've graduated from this world-class school. And now I think it's really about the memories of the last 4 years. I tried to think of good examples to talk about, but the embarrassing ones were the ones that stuck out in my mind. For instance, my freshman year haircut, or the time I misinterpreted 80s Day, apparently, and showed up in this dress that made me look like I was from Little House on the Prairie in the 1880s. I just remember walking into math and Mrs. Walker going, "Oh my God." But it has been those experiences, whether good or bad, that were part of our years or lives these last 4 years. Come on, everyone remembers that time you got ready for your first homecoming dance. And that Friday where everywhere you stepped, you walked on bells and ribbons that were littering the hallway from mums and garters. I asked a lot of people what their favorite memories of high school were, and these were some of the highest on the list. Rushing the field at Mound showdowns and 5-time winners, woo! Field trips and trips with different activities, finding best friends, spirit days, and that one is definitely not mine. But crazy parties like the black and white party, playing football, passing your classes, being in shows and musicals, beating Marcus in soccer, the MORP that never happened, eating the chicken fried steak at lunch, marching band, snow days, going to your first prom, having Mr. Orlock 2 years in a row, and he's leaving now because his favorite class is graduating. Getting out half an hour early every time it rained, being in your first relationships, and I could go on. So many of the memories we couldn't have anywhere except here. I mean, where else do guys and girls refuse to talk to each other right before Valentine's Day because they want to be the king or queen of hearts? Or where else do you get all those crazy stories of the Flomo cops, who, by the way, I'm really glad have not seen me driving lately? Or what other place do you see your entire high school at the mall on Friday night? What about the fact that Flomo, Starbucks, and the Tom Thumb parking lot seem to be the most popular hangouts these years? And Chick-fil-A gave everyone their nutritious breakfast before school every day. Flower Mound is where everyone has done at least one puzzle in their life because of speech class, and we all know how to walk outside of big blue lines on the ground, sort of. Some of us even know how to give a urine sample and run a mile. But this class of 2008, the generation of Lisa Frank, Land Before Time, all 273 of them, the Backstreet Boys, Hummers, iPhones, Beanie Babies, the OC, Juno, Uggs, Guitar Hero, Harry Potter, The Rise and Fall of Britney Spears, and Lifetime Fitness, is a class of so many successful and driven people. I know we're all expecting to see Max Murphy, wherever you are, go to the Olympics one day, and James Hanna is the football star. Tyne, prom king, oh God, I'm sorry. Prom queen and Uber-involved extraordinaire, Danny the magician and Banana Man, Jack Spinks, the high jumper, Kyle Schroeder, the photographer, Paul Norris, the cowboy. Alex Christensen's got something with band covered, and Katie Piper will just be rich one day because all she has to do is sell that senior mum and she'll be good to go. There's the people we've just always known throughout high school, too. Mark Fermery has had facial hair as long as I've known him. Eden and Elise are the token twins, Allison and Paige, the genius twins, Derek Olson, the computer Einstein. Nadine has the blondest hair and best sock tan of anyone I know. And then there's Caitlin Howell, whose metabolism is even faster than Carrie Fetzko's comebacks. Devin and Peyton are the Southern couple. Nicole Johnston is thoroughly modern Millie. Perry Watson tore his ACL in a game and still helped out after. You all know that this list could go on forever. Our class has accomplished a lot. Theater went to state, drumline to PASIC, look at band, cheerleading, soccer, volleyball, choir, wrestling, UIL events, baseball, basketball, and even football. The world should get ready for 702 awesome people to make the best of their lives in this up-and-coming time, because for everyone that has likely tripped up those main stairs in the hallway at least once, I would say we're pretty incredible. Well, now I've come to that part in the speech where I'm supposed to quote someone with a really long and unpronounceable name, but I still pronounce the word, give me a second here, salmon as salmon, so I thought I'd make it easier on myself and just quote our class and keep it anonymous. When life gives you lemons, make orange juice and let the world wonder how you did it. Or, high school is like my car. There's a lot of things about it you wish were better, but it still gets you where you need to go. I'm kind of thinking that was like based on my van, but Or, love the life you live and live the life you love. Or, I never realize how much I like being home unless I've been somewhere really different for a while, dealing with things way beyond my maturity level. That's Juno McGuff. Some people didn't give me a quote so much as a request. Here's my shout out to Mason and Cody Mendrell. And here is my Borat spiel for all the people that thought it would be so funny if someone imitated him at graduation. Hello, class of 2008. You all look very nice tonight. We have a very many happy times together. I like you all very much. You know, I have a lot of fun writing this speech. Not. I make a joke. I'm not done yet. I could do accents or rap, but I'm not sure how embarrassed my parents are yet, and they're still paying for part of college, so I should probably stop there. We owe a shout out and a thank you to our parents and to all the faculty and our friends and family for their support. Also, Mr. Moon for giving me my first dress code violation. I make a very nice joke, but FLOMO is an inevitable part of who we are now. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been a pretty good 4 years. Look around at the people here and think of how amazing it is that we may all go our separate ways, but to make our own name and stick to our own ideals and goals. My message to you, class, as unoriginal as it sounds, is to go after your dreams and show everyone out there what the FLOMO class of 2008 is all about. And of course, it is also to tell you that if you become very successful and rich as well, when I'm still a struggling actress using my skills from jobs in high school to wait tables, feel free to come by and tip extra well. Thanks in advance. I want to end this speech here to make it like Kara Coleman, short and sweet. But To end it, I first need to thank all of the people who helped me keep you somewhat awake for the last 5 minutes by giving me input on this speech. Thanks, Megan White. And now I'll make my last little confession to you. Some of my best mentors in high school told me that when people sing in musicals, it's because they can't express what they're feeling and want to say in words. Well, at this moment, I honestly don't know how to express what I'm feeling or what I want to say, so... Congratulations, class of 2008. I love you guys.
I don't know really how to follow that. I think Erica will be performing the second show a little later, I think. But Erica, thank you for a world-class speech. That was excellent. I have to get my shot back, so thank you. Dr. Roy, I am pleased to present to you the senior class for 2008 from Flower Mound High School. There are before you 692 exceptional seniors. I have verified that each of these seniors has met the requirements of the Texas Education Agency and the Louisville Independent School District and should be awarded the appropriate diploma or certificate at this time.
Thank you, Mr. Moon. To you, Flower Mound High School class of 2008, I extend my warmest congratulations and wishes for a happy and successful future. Ms. Kyer, Mr. Moon has verified these students eligible for graduation. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the state of Texas and the Louisville Independent School District Board of Trustees, I certify them and their diplomas and/or certificates are to be granted at this time. Congratulations.
At this time, will the first row please rise to receive your diplomas? The first row.
Erica Margaret Hernandez. Ashley Rebecca Locke. Rachel Renee Barclay. Austin Robert Barnes. Catherine Nicole Kinzer. Nicholas Bruce Hancox. Brittany Janelle Duke. Andrea Christine Keating. Paige Marie Cassily. Oscar Carrasco Zavallos. Vladimir Jovanovich. Ju Ree Hooer. Gary David Kimmel. Jonathan Patrick Angel. Sheila Jane Yu. Kristen Elizabeth Haffael. Allison Mary Cassily. Nadine Ivanka Hulaman. Emily Noel Kraus. Patrick Shelby Haynes. Rachel Erin Dwight. Yuthika Chamra Munindradasa. Jason Gage Dwight. Jenna Marie Cooksey. Noel Me Park. James Addison Abbott III. Kyle Allen Adamczyk. Keegan Damadrasa Adams. Blake Carlin Aarons. Ryan Edward Akins. Amanda Ray Allison. Rachel Nicole Alvey. Alex Daniel Amador. George David Ammerman. Mark Curry Anders. Julie Lynette Anderson. Riley Craig Anderson. Timothy Lee Archer. Samantha Lee Arellano. Kyla Jean Armstrong. John Marshall Artzer. Derek Allen Assay. Shant Atashian. Devin Brandt Avery. Austin Page Bailey. Alex Joseph Baird. Christine Marie Barcelona. Taylor Lee Bear. Joanna Michael Barnes. Heather Lynn Barney. Marissa Ray Barrow. Scott Michael Barry. Emily Elizabeth Barth. Jordan Patrick Bartolomeo. Elizabeth Danielle Bauer. Chelsea Lynn Bauman. Allison Marlowe Baxter. Gabriella Elizabeth Bazan. Jimmy Lee Beecham. Stacy Catherine Beatty. Macy Nicole Becker. Reagan Lynn Begley. Andrea Nicole Bennett. Christopher Wesley Bennett. Cora Lynn Benson. Andrew James Bergstrom. Matthew Carl Berman. Danielle Marie Bevers. Rhiannon Bainan. Reed Wallace Bibby. Precious Inega Bainey. Adam Joseph Blanchard. Tiffany Nicole Blanchett. Landon Dane Blocker. Kelsey Eleanor Bodenheimer. Bradley James Bolt. Lauren Rachel Bowley. Chase Logan Bordelon. Casey Renee Bossard. Anne Elizabeth Batwell. Allison Shea Bolin. Jonathan Daniel Bowman. Ronnie Diane Boyce. Craig Allen Boyd. Morgan Ashley Brackner. Matthew Edward Brandt. Kara Lynn Bratton. Sarah Rebecca Brazier. John Edward Brednick. Megan Elizabeth Brigance. Stacy Lynn Brinkman. Christopher Allen Britton. Brittany Broadhead. Tyler Graham Brodus. Candace Ray Brown. Lindsay Nicole Brown. Mary Megan Brundage. Kirsten Elizabeth Bruns. Bo Ryan Buchholz. Jordan Lee Buck. Diana Michelle Buckley. Creighton Paul Bundy. Trevor Logan Burbank. Allison Taylor Burkhart. Clayton Roy Burt. Brian Marcus Bush, Jenna Lee Butler, Frederick Allen Byers III, Danielle Marie Kane, Jamie Marie Carnes, Kristen Catherine Calloway, Wayne David Campos, Alan Jonathan Cannon, Courtney Noel Cassidy, Thomas Harris Casimir, Cameron Eugene Cates, Cassidy Joseph Cawthon, Colin Henry Cawthon, Kyle Jeffrey Chamberlain, Richard Chase Chandler, Lillian Susan Chopa, Frank Edward Chapman, John Austin Chapman, Rochelle Autumn Chapwisk, Andrew Maniram Charitar, Kathleen J. Chen, Anastasia Cheney, Kieran Jacob Cherion, Samantha Jo Cheverini, Wing Yen Dorothy Chu, Jamie Francis Rose Choate, Alexander Michael Christensen, Taylor Anthony Cisneros, Alyssa Ann Clare, Colin Elizabeth Clark, Logan Andrew Clark, Corey Michael Clement, Lauren Elizabeth Clifton, Casey Elizabeth Cloud, Lee Aaron Clowers, Austin Wayne Kogel, Kara Elaine Coleman, Catherine Lee Collins, Nicholas Tyler Collins, Elizabeth Ann Cominos, Sienna Connor, Allison Renee Conway, Mackenzie Caitlin Cook, Amanda Yvonne Cooper, Miranda Jean Cope, Heather Yvette Cordova, Rebecca Noel Cott, Amanda Dawn Cox, Dylan Donald Cox, Ashley Brooke Kraft, Ann Kyle Cragen, Joseph Colin Cragen, Courtney Brooke Crawford, Oliver James Crisson, Shannon Delaney Crocker, Catherine Ashlyn Curry, William Holmes Curry IV, Paul Anthony Daddario, Alyssa Christine Dahl, Michael Joseph Daniluk, Joseph David Davenport, Morgan Blaine Daves, Brandon James Davis, Brooke Suzanne Davis, Dustin Tyler Davis, Joseph Loring Anthony Davis, Mitchell J. Dawson, Amy Lynn DeLauder, Lori Christine Delaranco, Daniel Mitchell DeLotte, Jared Louis DeLuca, Charlotte Helen Delvo, David Jeffrey DePaw, Michael Casey DePaw, Bryant Tyler DeSilvi, Danielle Renee Devon, Jordan Nicole Dybel, Kelly Elizabeth Patricia Dill, Kristen Nicole Disabella, Megan Alicia Dismuke, Jamie Marie Ditzworth, Mikhail Alexandra Doe, Danielle Elizabeth Dolce, Cullen Matthew Donahue, Casey Janae Downs, Alexandria Marie Dubeck, Sarah Amanda Duffy, Andrea Christine Dulemba, John Thomas Dumlau, Tiffany Chanel Dumont, Jack Brady Dwyer, Taylor Bradley Dwyer, Lauren Alexandra Eatwell, Connor Michael Egbert, Kristen Nicole Elkins, Sean Michael Ellis, Hannah Rachel Embry, Eden Jennifer Emmerich, Elise Jordan Emmerich, Gabriel Ryan Emery, Tara Christie Caroline Enriquez, Travis James Erickson, Sandra Camilla Asak, Carrie Lynn Fetzko, John Francis Fell, Christy Lynn Ferriso, Christopher Michael Fields, Andrea Alexandra Figueroa, Mark Austin Firmery, Christopher Kyle Fitzpatrick, Colleen Michelle Flynn, Caitlin Cecilia Foley, Matthew Blake Bombi, Aaron Conrad Fredericks, Michelle Liaren Fredette, Adam Clark Frederick, Lauren Victoria Fuerst, Pecos Edward Fulfer, Brittany Lane Fulgham, Payne Matthew Fuller, Kylie Nicole Fife, Callie Leanne Gage, Delaney Allison Galloway, Nicholas James Galnares, Christian Gomez, Brittany Ann Gorales, Catherine Francis Garner, Paige Taylor Garrett, Samuel Keith Garrett, Justin Ryan Gatlin, James Trenton Gautier, Aaron Joseph Gendron, Nathan Allen George, Natalie Marie Garzanich, Garrett Ray Getchow, Paul Hunter Gilliam, Timothy May Gilroy, Mason Franklin Gist, Christopher Daniel Jafrida, Ethan John Jurichio, Hannah Lee Goff, Brianne Marie Gonzalez, Cameron Ray Gonzalez, Cassandra Gonzalez, Francisco Gonzalez Flores, Zachary Colin Gonzalez, Colin William Goodhart, Amanda Nicole Gordon, Gregory Matthias Gorse, Daniel Patrick Grady, Madeline Claire Grady, Erin Adele Graft, John Christopher Grandel, Amanda K. Greening, Andrea Nicole Gregory, Wilbur Marvin Trey Gregory, Catherine Renee Gregson, Jeffrey Paul Gidry, Maxwell James Gunter, Joel Michael Gwartney, Amanda Lauren Haas, Marshall Lee Haas, Paul Adam Habjanitz, Ashley Elizabeth Hall, Jordan Elizabeth Hall, Brent K. Hammett, Todd John Hammer Jr., Timothy Lee Hamstra. Ryan James Hancock. James Robert Hanna. Carly Christine Hanna. Robert Joseph Hargenrader. Cassidy Elizabeth Harmon. Preston Thomas Harrell. Kaylee Diane Harrison. Carissa Brooke Hatley. Angela Nicole Hagen. Stephanie Dawn Hawkins. Curtis Klain Holly II. Helen Ann Headley. Andrew Joseph Heckinger. Ashley Lauren Halnilay. Edmund Joseph Hemerick. Mark Thomas Henderson. Kristen Danielle Henry. Catherine Marie Herrick. Brad Thomas Herring. Kirsten Michelle Hine. Timothy Brian Hicks. Christina Yvonne Hill. Lauren Michelle Hilliard. Shirley Ann Hinojos. Robert Warren Hoffmeister. Neely Ruth Holden. Caroline Suzanne Hooker. Leah Ray Kawena Horakami. William Eugene Horton III. Maurice Alexander Julian Howard III. Walter Howard IV. Jessica Christine Howell. Caitlin Rian Howell. Zachary Stratford Huffman. Emily K. Hunt. Caitlin Michelle Hurley. Shannon Erica Hurst. Peyton Mackenzie Hughes. Daniel George Heyer. Mila Maryuka Impola. Ariana Marcia Irizarry. Tyler Mark Jackson. Samantha Deborah Jacoby. Katie L. Janice. Matthew Brian Jarman. Catherine Ann Jenner. Stephanie Nicole Jernigan. Austin Lee Jimerson. Alexandra Louise Jockman. Blake Allen Johnson. Matthew Tobin Johnson. Matthew Lane Johnson. Nicole Lynette Johnston. Caitlin Marie Jones. Rachel Christine Jones. Kelsey Lene Jordan. Timothy Joseph Sayago Joya. Woo Jin Eugene Young. Khalid Kais. Paul Christopher Kaminsky. Priscilla Indude Captain. Christina Nicole Cave. Brian Patrick Kay. Christopher Ryan Key. Tiffany Nicole Keeling. David Earl Keller. Catherine Ruth Kelly. Megan Grace Kennedy. Lauren Jean Kennewell. Kevin Kaiser. Karen Elizabeth Kiker. Christopher Jacob Kiley. Jason Randall Kilpatrick, Andrew Dazel Kim, Samuel Changmin Kim, Victoria Ray Kimberlin, Lauren Elizabeth King, Elizabeth Ann Klecka, Rebecca Marie Klotz, Chandler Ryan Koch, Zachary William Krahulik, Mark Joseph Crail, Matthew Glenn Crail, Michael Milton Kruger, Christopher Ryan Kubaki, Caitlin Rose Kumunch, Ryan Matthew Keithy, Elizabeth Rose Kyer, Jessica Nicole LaBerge, Rihanna Lynn Lachirit, William Justin Lake, Kavul Lulani, Duke Wayne Lambert, Carson Elizabeth Lane, Raymond Kyle Lane, Rahul Lanka, Samara Diane Lantiri, Ashley Nicole LaPaglia, Jackie Lanelle Larson, Mallory Ann Lane, Travis Michael Least, Alexander Thomas Lecom, David J. Lee, Seun Ju Lee, Mitchell Joseph Lehman, Ryan Craig Lesueur, Timothy Paul Levers, Catherine Grace Lewis, Amanda Nicole Liggett, Jisoon Lim, Jessica Ann Lindman, Devin Lynn Lisco, Cameron Taylor Lloyd, Spencer Ryan Long, Samantha Frances Lockridge, Ebony Danielle Love, Jessica Danielle Lowe, Robert Joseph Ludke, Jonathan Martin Lyles, Kristen Lee Lytle, Jacob Ryan McCarran, Amanda Jean McEachern, Andrea Lynn McGregor, Taylor Thomas Mahan, Michael Christopher Mahoney, Megan Lee Malamachi, Cody James Mandrell, Shannon Lorraine Marchese, Troy Andrew Martinez, Mithan Tom Matthew, Clyde Lemeris Matthews, Preston Lawrence Matthews, Natalie Ellen Maddox, Tara Katria McDonald, Veronica McGroarty, Kristen Elizabeth McIntyre, Megan Ray McKinney, Sarah Lynn McMinamy, Brittany Nicole McMurray, David Thomas McRae, Ethan Aaron McWhorter, Chris Meek, William Joel Megason, Christy Dawn Malerski, Zachary Montgomery Meyer, Hunter Austin Miller, Kyle L. Miller. Nathan Raleigh Miller. Adil Antonio Mir. Catherine Rose Modine. Stephanie Shoba Mokashi. Zachary Michael Montana. Kelly Patrick Morgan. Jessica Ann Morey. Mackenzie Maylee Morris. Benjamin Charles Mosley. Christian Philip Maratska. Sean Brennan Weir. Ryan James Mullen. Oscar Ivan Munoz. Samantha Ryan Munson. Delta Ann Murphy. Max McCormick Murphy. Dana Delane Nathanson. Owen Stephen Neese. Summers Casey Neibauer. Casey Brooke Nanowski. Tanner August Nowak. Paul Stewart Norris. Eric Gregory Novitsky. Misha Nowell. Caroline Chelsea Elizabeth Nuans. Taryn Brittany O'Connor. Breen Marie O'Donnell. Ethan Allen Oles. Derek Christopher Olson. Evan Scott Opgenorth. Jennifer Ashley Otis. Danielle Eugene Overstreet. Tavia Marie Overstreet. Alexandra Christine Owens. Patrick Austin Owens. Jessica Elizabeth Packard. Matthew Charles Pankey. Natalie Renee Paralitici. Sung Ho Park. Young William Park. Brandon Michael Parent. Aaron Michelle Petty. Pasquale Antonio Pellegrino. Timothy John Pemberton. Benjamin Jacob Pentecost. Molly Beth Pentecost. David Martin Peraza III. Courtney Lauren Perkins. Trevor Wayne Perkins. Kathleen Tina Michelle Peterson. Catherine Renee Paff. Amelia Dawn Flom. Jeffrey Lawrence Phillips. Matthew Andrew Philpott. Jill Elizabeth Picardi. Michael James Piccoli. Megan Bradley Pinnell. Catherine Elizabeth Piper. William Blake Pitchford. Autumn Bernay Pope. Madeline Brianne Posey. Michael Alexander Powers. Foster Edwards Pratt. Aaron Lee Prezioso. Tyler Jordan Pritchard. Victoria Marie Provo. Brent Allen Tasnik. Mega Arun Pulinda. Kelly Marie Quinn. Rafael Blouth Quintus. Nicholas John Rampone. Lita Alexandra Ramsey. Aurora Reboleda. Lauren Eileen Reese. Kristen Nicole Reed. Deanna Lauren Reed. Emily Elizabeth Reed. Levi Clay Reed. Ryan Robert Reed. Michelle Danielle Reeves. Peyton McClellan Ryder. John Michael Remius. Brad Stephen Renz. Brandon James Resch. Ivan Resendez. Lauren Ainsley Rhodes. Travis A. Rhodes. Amber Nicole Riley. Amanda Aaron Rockwell. James Anthony Valor Rodriguez. Thomas Charles Rookledge. Jeffrey Michael Rooney. Whitney Danae Rubeck. Casey Leland Reynolds. Andrew M. Russell. Daniel Stephen Russell. Alfredo G. Salazar. Ashley Lynn Sandusky. Rebecca Michelle Sapoznikoff. Sarah Elizabeth Sarkosh. Stephanie Megan Sawyer. Andrew Ryan Shimenti. Kyle William Shanehair. Heather Michelle Shopelrye. Kyle Bryant Schroeder. Michaela Kathleen Scott. Ryan Sterling Scott. Weston Hezekiah Scott. Andrea Maria Segura. Leslie Ann Self. Carter Cleveland Severns. Jared Benjamin Schaffer. Stanley C. Shen. Travis David Shimonek. Jody Melissa Shimp. Kyung Min Shin. Andrew George Schuster. Kristen Nicole Sigmund. Brittany Nicole Sims. Kelsey Madison Skinner. Kristen Elizabeth Slater. Chaley Michelle Small. Allison Diane Smith. Catherine Virginia Smith. Christopher Ryan Smith. Courtney Lee Smith. Eric S. Smith. Jerome Lamar Smith. Samuel Douglas Smith. Megan Jean Sneed. Kelly Nicole Snyder. Victor Solorzano. Joshua Thomas Southard. Martha Reza Souza. Larissa Marie Spence. Cheryl Lynn Spencer. Taylor Kent Spencer. Jack William Spinks. William Bradley Spruill. Kelsey Ann Steinbrecker. Keaton Rain Stevens. Travis Scott Stewart. Cassandra Irene Stock. Sawyer Jensen Streck. Kyle Joseph Strickland. Shelby Marie Strider. Kelly Ann Strong. Kyle Russell Suverkubri. Jeanette Nicole Summers. Daniel Patrick Swatsky. Joseph Harold Sweich. Morgan Elizabeth Sykes. Gary F. Tankard. James Gordon Teeple. Ian Libardo Tennant. John Bell Thompson. Kevin Michael Thompson. Manuel Tirina III. J. Landon Timms. Taylor Ashley Tippins. Brandon Scott Toffoli. Nazanin Tokle. Sean Mark Took. Michael Xavier Torres. Alexandria Nicole Trail. Brandon Clay Troutman. Tara Chantal Trujillo. Jonathan Ryan Toole. Stephanie Nicole Veda. Laura Rose Van Meter. Tyne Patrice Varela. Susana Alejandra Vargas. Jordan Michael Verastique. Paige Marie Vickers. Martha Irene Vidalis. Lindsay Marie Vertel. Kelsey Jean Vincellete. Jennifer Nicole Vincent. Abby Lynn Vines. Colin Michael Vosberg. Brittany Nicole Wagner. Kayla Ann Wagner. Cooper Morgan Walker. Jordan Reed Walker. Kevin Jermal Walker. Thomas Joseph Wall. Beth Lindsay Waller. James Allen Walta. Courtney Ann Walter. Peter Brendy Walton. Elton Marshall Ward. Preston Davis Warner. Alexandra Nicolavina Watson. Catherine Lynn Watson. Ian Talbert Watson. Perry Christensen Watson. Vera Nikolaevna Watson. Rachel Marie Waverka. Brittany Catherine Weaver. Alexandra McGuire Webb. Kaylee Ann Wellish. Megan Westenskow. Michael Robert Wettergren. John Michael Whitchurch. Kelsey Marie White. Megan Michelle White. Shayna Christine Wixer. William Edson Wilbur. Chase Hunter Wilcox. Caitlin Nicole Wilkin. Eric Todd Williams. Nicole Rochelle Williams. James Scott Williamson. Brittany Renee Willis. Brooke Marie Willis. Anthony Deshaun Wilson. Shannon Roy Wilson. Trevor Jake Wyndham. Augusta Gail Wise. Cole Gregory Weiser. Daniel Anthony Wodke. Lauren Chelsea Wolf. Brennan Elise Wu. Courtney Michelle Wood. Caitlin Marquis Woodward. Robert Sam Woolley. Mark Allen Wooten. Alexandra Nicole Wyatt. Michael Colton Zajac. Jason Allen Zink. Jordan Mitchell Zongal. And Kimberly Jean Zurek.
At this time, I would like to ask Beth Waller, our senior class vice president, to offer our benediction. This will be followed by the closing remarks from Andrea Keating.
Will you please bow your heads with me? We give thanks to all those who have brought us to our graduation and the start of our new lives. Our parents, teachers, and friends have given love to encourage us, truth to lead us, hope to carry us, faith to inspire us, and knowledge to guide us. May we use these gifts to succeed in our dreams and support us in our new beginnings. Amen. My fellow classmates, we've come to the end of a very long 12 years in school and a very long ceremony at that. However, I'd just like to note that this is not really an end, but rather a beginning. It's the beginning of lives that are no longer planned for us and of decisions that are now our own. And this is why I hope you remember the importance of education. For learning is a privilege and the first step on the road to success. In fact, I hope you never stop learning. So even after you leave here today, I encourage you all to keep working hard, to keep giving your all in everything that you do, and most importantly, to keep following your dreams. In the words of Henry David Thoreau, go confidently in the direction of your dreams and live the lives you have imagined. I wish you all the very best of luck.
The Flower Mound High School Choir, led by Dr. Mark Rohr, will now lead us in the singing of our alma mater.
Spirit. flower mound, we pledge to always be forever tried and true.
We want to wish the class of 2008 all the best that life has to offer. Friends and guests, please remain seated during the recessional. Have a safe trip home. At this time, Mr. Myers, our band will now begin the recessional.